I wanted to talk briefly about a fight that happened at the end of last week, on Friday night I believe. The full fight, and it won't take you long to watch it because it only lasted 2 rounds, is on the IFL TV channel. I'd recommend you looking it up. The fight is between heavyweight prospect Dillian Whyte and Marcelo Nascimento. Nascimento, people will be familiar with, recently went the distance with Eddie Chambers. He's quite a durable journeyman. He went 5 with Tyson Fury, 7 with Joseph Parker, 8 with Manuel Char. You know, as journeymen go, he's a reasonably high-class operator. Also, interestingly, quite a tall guy, stands 6'5". He fought Dillian Whyte. Regular subscribers and viewers of my channel will know I'm a bit of a fan of Dillian Whyte. There's quite a bit to like about him, and there's 1 or 2 things to take notes of. Namely, firstly, that he KO'd Anthony Joshua in the amateurs. Secondly, that he's one of the most active heavyweights out there since his return from a drugs ban. And thirdly, before that ban that I've just mentioned, he was scheduled to fight John McDermott for the English title. So we're talking about a guy who's operating at fringe level, but so far he's looking pretty spectacular. On this fight in Friday night, he knocked out Marcelo Nascimento in 2 rounds, having dropped him several times. Now that's impressive if you consider that this is the guy who KO'd Anthony Joshua. You know, he's clearly a big hitter, and to knock out Nascimento in 2, a guy who recently went the distance with Eddie Chambers, who's a much more experienced, much higher regarded heavyweight than Dillian Whyte. Yeah, this is a guy who went 8 with Manuel Char. This is a guy who went 5 with a young Tyson Fury. It really suggests that Dillian Whyte carries a lot of natural power. Now, at first I'd heard he'd knocked Nascimento out in 2. I was impressed, but not totally blown away, because I knew Dillian could punch a bit, and I knew, Nascimento, even though he was quite durable, could be knocked out. Having watched the fight, I'm really impressed. Dillian Whyte, for me, shows quite a lot of versatility and capability in that fight. The first thing I like is he's a big puncher, but he doesn't forget his fundamentals. See him working the jab. See him early on using the jab to the body. See him using defence. His head movement is a bit flamboyant at times for my liking, but he's a guy who doesn't forget the fundamentals. He keeps his distance well. He moves his head well. He's elusive when taking punches in the corner. You don't see him catch much clean from Nascimento at all. And then he works the body, he's patient, he jabs his way in, waits for an opening, and when the opening comes, he's got the power, really, to get a guy like Nascimento out of there. And we can see that early on. Nascimento comes out, he looks like he's coming to fight. He's looking like he's got some desire. It's not like the Eddie Chambers fight where he's just looking to survive. We see him coming out, throwing combinations, trying to get into the fight. But Dillian Whyte picks his moments, uses the jab, uses movement, uses defence, and when he sees an opening, lands a hook. And the second that hook lands, the fight is effectively over. He's then got good closing ability and gets the job done. I really like this guy. He's definitely British title level in my understanding. Potential to go further. And he's showing like a bit of movement, a lot of power, a bit of technique, defence. I'm told he's got a very good chin. There really is a lot to like about this guy. Do let me know your thoughts if you watch the fight. How high can Dillian Whyte go? Thanks very much for watching.